Om Saram friends, this is Venkat for Sasha.com. I want to read this beautiful story of Nandaram Sivaram Marwadi. He was residing in Sirdi at this time when he gave interview to Narasimha Swamiji. At the time of second visit of plague at Sirdi in 1911 AD, the villagers were quickly leaving the village. Which is like in 1911 there was a plague in Sirdi and villagers were all leaving Sirdi. Okay. So Nandaram says that some men were seated one day at the Maruti temple, and as I passed by, remarked that my eyes were red with fever and that I was evidently to be struck down by plague. So this is what the village people, people in India, even know they do. They will see something wrong happening with others and they will make them get scared, right? So he was going passing by the Maruti temple. Some man sitting there saw his red eyes and says that he might get plague. Okay, and he immediately get scared. So I started to hear this. I was startled to hear this. I got up on the horseback and went to Maruti temple. People advised me to pray to Maruti with an offer of coconut and oil to save me from death. I prayed and made those offerings. So I think from there he is going to Maruti temple. Um, and then he is worshipping Baba, offering, worshipping Maruti, Lord Hanuman, offering coconut and oil to save him from death. I prayed and made those offerings. I thought I should fly from Sirdi to go to Yeruka. Yeruka, I believe, is his native place. So he was deciding to go to Yeruka, another place. So because there is plague in Sirdi, he wants to escape from Sirdi. So I went to Baba for permission. Um, Baba, however, dissuaded me from leaving the village. He assured me that I was not going to die. Baba says, see, Baba will do what is right for the devotee. So with this, when it comes to Nandaram, Shivram, and Marwadi, he says, no, I'm not going to let you die until I die. He said and gave me Udi. I stayed on in the village and my fever abated and finally disappeared. So basically, he listened to Baba, he didn't go out of Sirdi, and his fever also subsided. Okay, with that said, I used to love this book so much that I used to hug this book and sleep. I used to hug Sai Satcharita and sleep for years. Okay, why I hug Sai Satcharita and sleep? I will tell Baba, I don't have time to read Satcharita, but I am going to hug your Satcharita and sleep. You have to come in dream and gain me. Okay, having said that, today was deeply, very deeply upset in the temple because of some incident, but then I think it's okay. Life goes on. One thing I can tell you is I have seen a lot of people in when I'm speaking about my devotion on Baba. I still remember few years back how much I used to read this Sai Leela and I used to shed tears remembering with that kind of devotion deeply emerging from me. And I used to cry remembering Baba. Or maybe it's not about crying, it's about connecting with Sai with a kind of a deep sense of love on him. I think that is what we call as devotion. Have you seen that is the way you should read Satcharita? That is the way you should read Sai Baba's stories. These days people don't like my channel because I never put Sai miracles, whatever Sai Leela experiences. As of now, I'm not doing that. I'm just simply ranting around. Having said that, even when you read those in Sacharita, those kind of stories, many people, a few days back, I made a video saying that you don't need a WhatsApp group for Sai Baba devotees. You don't need a WhatsApp group to read Sacharita. Just go there, sit in a corner and read. Okay. That is because that is how I have connected myself with Baba. That is how I have felt my love on Baba. And of course, I don't have that kind of devotion now because of other responsibilities, because of my mother's health. After my father passed away, it changed a lot. But really I could clearly feel and understand how devotion is one thing and fastly doing something for Sai is one thing. Example, let's say you are reading Sai Satcharita as a kind of a, as a son, taking too much of effort to complete reading it. That is not devotion. And reading Sai Satcharita for some dream to come true, of course, that again is a prayer, a devotion, that is fine. I will tell you another example. All these years I've gone to the Sai Baba temple here in Coimbatore. I've seen Suddenly some girl will appear, they will come around the fastly come, they call it pradikshina, fastly come around, the main hall of the temple. Very fastly they will do it during the, by the time the sage aarti is starting, they will fastly come around the temple. And I could, we should not blame or comment on others devotees, devotion. I mean, other devotees sadhana, devotion. But then I can clearly say that it was like they have done some prayer, they are fastly coming around the temple, maybe for a number of counts, 108 times, whatever. I okay, I'm wrong when I say this, but I personally feel that is just for just like asking Baba, Baba, bless me with a job, bless me to get married, and I will do this prediction. I think that is not what I expect from a Sai devotee. When what I really expect from a devotee is that you do your sadhana because of the love you have on Baba. You are chanting Baba's name because of the love you want Baba. You are reading Sai Satcharita not for you to get a, okay, that is important. You have to earn your living. You need a job. You need to get married. I understand. You need harmony or good health. You can ask that, but at the point of time, so that extreme love and devotion on Baba. Example, I recently told you one of this girl I saw in the temple who was coming around as Dhoni. I have the deep respect on her, and she was the only girl whom I asked when she was not coming to temple for more than a month. I think she's all these years she was the only girl whom I asked. Though she was a stranger, I asked why you didn't came, because I felt she was just coming around Dhuni patiently and calmly all through the sage aarti was going on. I think that is devotion. Rather than fastly coming around Sai Baba temple one fine day for a number of counts and asking Baba to fulfill fulfill your needs or wants or desires. That is also a different devotion, but that's a different kind of devotion. Only when you worship Baba truly, madly, and deeply and devotedly, with some patience, with some deep love on him, you will be able to connect with him deeply with a very beautiful sense of understanding him, understanding how he is actually influencing in your life. Like how in the story Baba is telling, I will not let you die until I die. This is Baba's assurances to you also. He will not let you down uh, until you are going to, lots of Sai devotees are there at one point of time. What the problem with not having deep connection with Sai Baba is this: life will have failures, you will be getting dejected in life. Only good people will face problems, only good people will face financial loss, for that matter, only good people will have breakups, separation, all the health issues. So at this point of time, when you are worshipping Baba only to fulfill your needs, and if your devotion is not really connecting you to Baba, you will be dejected with Baba. At one point of time, you will stop worshipping Baba. You will stop going to Sai Baba temple. You will stop reading Sai Satcharita. Unless otherwise, I can openly tell you my life is a total failure. For what joy I am going to Sai Baba temple, I don't know. Even my mother says, my father says, few days back, 5 days before my father passed away, he told me, because my father was angry, I had a heavy fever, I had issues in my career at that time. He came near me at morning 5 o'clock. 5 days before my father passed away, he told me, Venkat, you are worshipping Baba so much, better stop worshipping him. Of course, the same father, the last word on my lap when he uttered was Sai Sai. It's my father doesn't me. It's not that my father want me to stop worshipping Baba, but my father was upset with Baba for treating his son so badly, irrespective of the devotion and so I so on Baba. So even I have friends who ask me how you could be so devoted on Baba, irrespective of all the failures you have in life, because people have followed me for years and know how what a bad, irritating, and nonsensical failure I am. I am the biggest example of all the failure on earth. But then devotion is different. That is what I'm expressing here in this video. Devotion is completely different than what you are actually experiencing in your life, in your materialistic life. I don't know how long you're going to watch these videos. Most of them skip by 3 minutes. If you're watching this now, I hope you think this guy has something to say. So thank you so much for that. If you want to share experiences with Sai, you can go to starshare.com in the contact page. you could message me and email me. Om Sai Ram, Om Sai Ram, Om Sai Ram. And I don't like speaking about Sai Baba miracles alone. Be practical in life. Not every day is a miracle. Not everyone has a miracle in their life. For people like me, I don't know. I just lived my life believing in Sai. Om Sai Ram.